We decided to wide body our 1965 C10. We've never seen it done. It has a crazy JDM feel to it, but there's so much we have to do. It's still going to be full American muscle, just absolutely just bonkers. But yeah, we have a lot to do, and this episode is going to be completely packed. So let's have some fun, and let's show you guys what we're getting into. It's an exciting moment right here.
Just to get kind of a visual.
Dude, that is so stupid. I just love that there's finally a front end on it, and now it looks like a truck.
Right. I tell you, I just like it all black.
I've been looking online, and no one makes a front roll pan, and we're wanting to connect this. So we're gonna have to go through, cut off the frame horn that would fit the factory bumper. And then Garrett, you're thinking about cutting it across here?
Yeah, I want to cut it right here, and then I can build my metal piece right to it, and then I have a nice big flat area to take my hammer and dolly and straighten it all back out once it gets welded.
Does this truck ever end?
No, it just never ends.
We just want this thing to end already. But
I mean,
this should be the last body mod. I've said that for a while.
How many times have you said that?
I've said that for a while. Our frame horns are off, and I didn't cut them exactly straight yet because we're gonna have to tune them in for this piece. But yeah, now it's time to just keep going on this. It already looks way better. Got a trophy truck in here. Oh, dude, that is gonna complete it.
I'll put a bend on the bottom, and then I'll have to shrink it a little bit so it matches the curvature of this. And then I'll come back in and I'll trim right along this line, and I'll weld it all up in, and then metal finish all out so it just rolls right down. You really want to go slow and real light, and then because you don't want to overstretch it.
So you can see
how far out of straight it was.
So you can see that contour, and then the truck, the same way, it has that contour. So that's exactly what's going down here.
I'm just trying to get to match that.
You wouldn't think that even does anything.
Right.
Contour is starting to match it.
Yeah, that curve really helps it flow up into that.
Wow. You can just see how it's starting to change the whole front of the truck. Straighten out this body line here. Had to cut it all, move it over, that way it's all straight going down. Whew. It's just coming along. While we're still working on the front end, I'm gonna start seeing if we can mount the tailgate. I'm gonna just grab it, set it up here, see what kind of brackets we gotta make, and then I'm gonna start working on the next exciting part that I'll be able to show you guys. I don't want to give it away. But yeah, let's try and get this tailgate mounted and on the back of the truck. So we have the tailgate completely mocked up. It's leveled out, it's ready to go. So I got to figure out now what brackets to make to the tailgate itself. So I'll mock it up. This is big steps on the truck. I'm just excited that we're making huge progress. I'm in Mastercam, drew this all up. So I'm gonna just print it on a piece of paper. We'll go double check it, and then once I find out it's dead on, then we'll get this cut out at 1/8 inch and get the tailgate all mounted up. So I got the print. This is basically what it's gonna be out of steel, and it is going to mount just like this. I think that's probably gonna be perfect. That's what's gonna mount the tailgate. So let me go run down to the water jet guy and get this cut. We made progress. I wanted to show you guys just a little real life stuff of what my dad and I are always doing. He's out here cooking. What do you got going on, Dad?
Look at them ribeyes. Woo!
Sweet potato. We're eating good today, boys, but also getting a lot done. Having the tailgate on is huge progress. Got all the pieces here. This is gonna go just like this. We'll get a nice corner weld all the way around it, and then I'll get them all welded together here, and then we'll take them to the truck and mount that tailgate. What's so exciting is taking paper to the computer, figuring out a mount, and then making it. So this literally was nothing. There's flat sheets a second ago. Now we'll just get it all welded fully, and then we'll go toss them on the truck, and then we'll be able to mount the tailgate for the first time completely. First look at the tailgate. It is fully on. Everything's welded up. All the finish welds going down. But yeah, this is a big step for this truck. Mounts turned out so good. Now we just got to figure out what we're gonna do on the bed area. We'll do something that looks pretty trick. Garrett, are you out here painting again? This fool has painted the entire front end.
It's nice though, because you can go and then take your body file and file it, and you see all your low spots. And then what's nice about the Sharpie is when you go back in, you got a hammer on the other side, or dolly on the other side and hammer, you can see each little hit mark. So it kind of squishes. And the Sharpie has like I don't know, it acts kind of as a lubricant too, it seems. So like the metal actually flows.
It's genius that you. I just think it's so funny because you paint the like. Look at how big this is. He's Sharpie though.
I'm gonna take it back to my shop and get it all body worked up so we can get it back for 3D scanning.
We're doing a little scanning here probably next week.
Yeah.
We'll show you why. But man, Garrett, you killed it on that, dude. Dang, that looks good right there. She's all dialed in. Garrett's got her all painted up, body worked, ready to roll.
Last night about 2:30 in the morning, I started thinking about this. Because once we have to come up in this hood 4.5 inches. So here's my thought. If we come in here and we take this line from here and we run it all the way down so it matches this line, then what we do is we build two pieces on the inside that are angled, and we space them 1/8 inch apart, and we tack weld them from the bottom. Then we just come in here and cut this. Then everything is set, perfect line.
No one at this point really knows why we're cutting into this. So why don't we just kind of spill the beans here and tell them why we're cutting up the fender.
Well, the reason is because you want to decide you want to bring the tires out wider than the stupid truck.
Wide body, baby.
Yeah, so in order for us to do that, the tire sticks out here 2 inches, and right to here is ride height, and then all the way up the landing on the ground, we have to come up 4 inches. Well, when we do that, we cut the fender in half, so now it needs to be supported. So by making this piece part of the fender, so now this becomes the fender, now we got the strength in here. So when we cut this line up here and go here, and then we put the wide body kit on it, nothing is gonna be seen underneath here. So it's really the only way we could do it. So now instead of the whole hood opening this way, now it just opens up traditionally like most hoods. And really nobody will even know what we did.
So that is the biggest part, I think, to this episode is we are gonna wide body the C10. I don't think I've ever seen a C10 wide bodied, and that's what's gonna just, again, make this truck so unique. So with that, there's a lot we have to do. You can see just the rotor sitting here. Well, imagine when the tire's on here. The tire is gonna come up like this. So that's what my dad's talking about, is cutting this top side, mounting it to the fender. That way we have something to cut, and then when we put our wide body fenders on, we could attach it. Big changes happening, big changes. The wide body is gonna set this truck aside from any C10 ever. I went back and forth with the wide body and the factory look, but we're so deep into this build with the engine, the chassis, everything that we've done. At this point, we just can't really make it look like your average C10 truck. This is gonna be our new body line. So he went through and made all these.
You don't want to put too much pressure on it because it'll just rip the sheet metal by just little bites out of it.
So this is gonna be the last time that this bad boy looks like a factory hood. It's about to get cut. It's going under the knife in surgery. Garrett's about to be really mad at this thing and cut it. This is gonna literally, when we could show you guys what we're doing with the fenders, this is gonna make our lives so much easier when we get our rims and tires actually in, and it is gonna be awesome. Oh, you know, let me get. So the first cut is done. All right, there's no turning back now. That's it?
We are through.
No going back now.
There was no going back about
I
20
know.
minutes ago.
I know. All right, here we go. Look at that. So that is going to be part of our fender now.
You won't even know. When we're all done, you won't even have a clue we even did this.
That's nice. People watching right now are like, why are they doing that? They'll know here pretty soon. This is the first look at the new body line. Dude, it's like it's meant to be. This is how it should have been from the factory. Now it actually looks like a new school truck hood now.
Yeah. We
Wow.
gotta space this up to be at that level, so this moves.
That is so friggin' awesome, dude. Good job.
I like it.
I love it.
So I'm building some panels.
Garrett literally handmade all this.
So as you can see on this side, this started ramping way up. So it came way above my edge over there. So I had to make it look kind of halfway decent. Also, our hinge we had to cut this out so it laid flat on that. So that's also in my panel.
God.
It needs a little bit of
Dude,
press it down. But
all right, here, what you guys don't realize is this started out as a flat piece like this, and Garrett went through, and I mean, there is so many different contours and bends. I mean, even look walking around this, like all that is, I mean, that's a lot of work.
yeah, I did it with a hammer and a dolly, really. There was like one spot right here where I had the sheet metal coming up around it, and I just heated around there like that. But it worked.
Dude, that is awesome. Well, this
And
hood,
then this piece is gonna come up too and give it a little bit of strength. This is double layered, so it just reinforces the whole side.
basically what he just said is, Brad, do not crash this, because this is an expensive hood now.
Yeah, this is gonna be like a $5,000 hood.
Wow, good job, Garrett. That is, honestly, that's impressive. That is, like I said, like from the beginning, since Garrett started here, it's just art. You know, it's what can you do with a flat panel? You could do stuff like that. But you kind of got to be badass to do it.
Yeah.
No, it looks good. Well, we are moving. This side is still cut. We haven't got to this side because there's so much work to be done. But we got the tailgate on, the front end's going together. I feel really good, honestly, about where we're sitting, and changes are being made. So we're just gonna keep going and figure out what the next thing is. Yeah, this is just gonna be friggin' awesome when it's all done. Oh my gosh, dude, are you? FedEx is here. Oh my gosh, you guys, our wheels, the wheels and tires are here.